Chef Lalanne from the Canteen Grill in North Platte. Join us now for fabulous, unique, original recipes created by the chef.
Hi, and welcome to Cooking with Chef Lalanne. Today we're going to do something real springy, and this is a poached salmon in brodo. It's a saffron brodo, and I know you're not going to be able to find a lot of this in the store. We're going to try to make our own, but we're using chicken stock today because you really can't. It's hard to find a good stock or a fish fumet, but we're going to kind of make our own, so it's okay. We got a little water, we've got some wine, we've got our salmon, of course. We've got our vegetables out front. These are all different things. We've got green beans, haricot vert, some carrots, asparagus, some red pepper, celery, some chives, and some leeks. Those are all our aromatic vegetables. I've got some ice on them to keep them nice. It's nice, kind of hot out today, so we want to keep them nice and moist. We've got some shiso greens and some arugula that we're going to decorate with. And I'm going to show you how to make this broth with a little bit of saffron in it. And I know we can find saffron in the stores. It's quite expensive. It's right around $60 to $70 a pound. But if you can find it, you just need a little bit and it's going to be really good. All right, we've got a little bit of our chicken stock. We're just going to add that to the pan. We're going to add a little bit of water because we don't need quite as pungent as we need for our fish fumet. We're going to add some white wine. We're using a little Pinot Grigio today. We want to add a little salt. Get that going in there. And when you poach anything, you don't want it really to come up to a boil. You really want it to kind of just sit and simmer. And then we're adding some lemon to this too. We're going to add 1/2 of a lemon to this and let this come to a boil. We'll taste our stock, see if it's right for poaching, and then we'll add our ingredients. All right, now we've tasted our broth here. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of saffron. You don't need that much, just a pinch right in there, and that's going to give it some color and a lot of really good flavor. Now what we're ready to do, we're going to turn this down a little bit, just so it's kind of just slightly bubbling, just like so. And we're going to go ahead and add our salmon right to this. And we want this to poach very, very lightly. You can see that you just barely gets covered right in there. Now we can add some of our vegetables, and the ones you want to get cooked a little bit more, like say carrots and our red pepper and our celery and some of our leeks, we're going to save for the end some of our asparagus, the green beans, and our chives because we don't want them to cook quite as much as we're going to get this going. And we're going to let this nicely, lightly poach. All right, now this has been on maybe about 3-4 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and add our asparagus because we just don't want to overcook our asparagus. We just want it to be nice and really, really colorful. And then we're going to go ahead and add our haricot vert, or our real small green beans. And you can find these in the store too. They're really beautiful this time of year. And as soon as these come out, we finish with chives. And we're ready to plate. And then right at the very end, we're going to go ahead and add our chives. Again, we don't want to cook these too much. And then we're ready to take this out and plate it up. Okay, now our salmon is perfectly poached. We're going to go ahead and add that right to the plate. And we're going to go ahead and add some of our beautiful vegetables, kind of around. Try to get a little bit of everything. You can see the saffron on there. You can see the green beans. Everything's cooked just perfectly. This is really nice for the summertime or the spring even. Go ahead and add a little bit of our stuff right there. And then we're going to go ahead and finish with our stock. Now you have some really good French bread, a nice glass of wine, some butter, and this is going to make a wonderful meal. And then we're going to go ahead and garnish. We've got some of our fresh shiso leaves. These are like microgreens. And then we've got some of our fresh micro arugula right on the top. And that is a beautiful dish. Hey, thanks for joining us. This will be a real classic dish. If you're going to cook with the Pinot Grigio, that's what you want to drink with your meal. Thanks again for joining us this week. Next week, we're going to do something really cool. We're going to do some ruby red grapefruit poached in syrup with some red raspberries. Fantastic. Really simple dessert, but you're going to love it. We'll see you then.
For Chef Lalanne recipes, go to KNOP-TV.com or send a self-addressed stamped envelope. Please join us again next Wednesday.